What up, what up, what up? I'm Tripp, your host of Tripp Talk, and as you seen from the title, I just quit my job. I just quit my job. I literally just quit my job not too long ago. And I'm going to get into why I quit my job here in a second, but actually I first got to just give a quick disclaimer. In this video, I'm not here to encourage anyone else to quit their job. I'm just simply here to tell my story. This video hopefully will teach you guys a lot. Hopefully it will teach you about faith and what faith actually is and walking in faith. Hopefully this video gives you guys different insights on a lot of different things. I'm going to point out some different books that I read. I'm going to give you guys some different strategies and different things that I did to actually arrive to the point that I am at today. This video hopefully will just be very helpful and very insightful to a lot of different people around the world. I'm not here to ask for any pity or anything like that. I'm just really here to share my story because I feel like it will resonate with someone. Hopefully you guys know somebody that you can share this video with, and if you do, I ask that you definitely do that. But for now, let's get into it. I'm actually just going to play my little preview, and then I'm going to get into the story of actually why I quit my job. Stay tuned. All right, so first things first, why did I quit my job? Let me first actually say that this decision was a personal decision. It didn't have anything to do with any company that I work for or anything like that. So shout out to all the companies that I worked for prior to arriving to this point. This was actually a personal decision. So I have nothing bad to say about any of the companies that I work for or anything like that. So again, this is strictly about me, Tripp. So getting right into it, why did I quit my job? First things first, most people don't know this, but I've been doing multimedia and everything like that since I've been in high school. Shout out to Emerson Westside High School. It's a vocational high school in Baltimore, Maryland. And by the way, I heard they're trying to take away the vocational high schools in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's not do that. The reason I say that is because that gives these kids, these children, something to hold on to. It gives them the trade, something that they can be good at, and it gives them something that they can start making money with right out of high school if they choose to do that. So let's not do that. Let's not do that, and let's keep these vocational high schools. But back to my story. Most people don't know that I've been doing multimedia since high school. It's always been my passion since I first started. And my story with it is kind of crazy. It's a long story, but long story short, I'm at the point that I'm at today, and it's still my passion. And I'm just at a point now where it's time. It's time to go full time. And that's what I'm doing. So that's the short reason of why I quit my job. It's just time. Now, let's also mention this. Another thing that played a part into me quitting my job is this. Most people know that I'm spiritual, I'm very faithful, and everything like that. And I've been on a spiritual journey for quite some time now, trying to figure out what my purpose really is on this earth. That's what I've been trying to figure out. What's my purpose? I can play basketball, I can sell cars, I can do a lot of different stuff. And you can do a lot of different stuff too. All you got to do is just put the work in. It's not really that hard. And so, but that's besides the point. I was trying to figure out what is my purpose, and I've come to the decision that I've found it. I've been searching for it for a long time, and I've found it. And that purpose is Tripp Talk. That purpose is using my multimedia skills to bring joy and happiness to the world, and to also help people. Most people out there know that I did a lot of stuff for free. I always do stuff for free, and I'm not here to say. I'm just saying. That's when it goes back to purpose. I found my purpose, and that brings me so much happiness. More happiness than money can bring, more happiness than anything can bring. And that's what it's all about. Happiness is not money. Happiness is not, it's truly what it is. It's happiness. So that's part of the reason, another part of the reason why I quit my job. Now, the first thing people ask when you quit your job is, where are you going to get the money from? Where's the money coming from? How are you going to get paid? How are you going to feed your family? And I'm like, check this out. Think about this for a second. Now, we all, quote unquote, do feed our families. And we think we're the ones making the money. And we are physically making the money. But who is allowing us to make this money? Who is Providing, who is really the provider? Not us, it's God. So if God can provide money in one sector, he can provide money in another sector. And that all comes back to the faith portion. I hope somebody get an idea of what faith really is in this video. And so as far as the money, we're going to be fine. But not only that, as far as the money, think about it in a different way. Think about it in a different way. God is the provider of money, and if you take a leap of faith for Him and you believe you're doing what you're doing for the right reasons and really for Him, you don't think He's gonna provide money in the sector. Do what you love, and the money will follow. And as far as money, again, we're gonna be okay. But think about that for a second, and that's part of the reasoning of how I came to the decision that I came to. I just gotta trust in God, and He is the provider. He can provide money. He's always been there. He's always been there when I needed Him. So keep that in mind. Now, a lot of people know that the industry that I just left was automotive sales. As a car salesman, car sales consultant, whatever the case may be. And so, a lot of people would ask, why would you leave a life like that? Why would you leave, I guess, comfort or whatever the case may be? And again, it goes back to the purpose and the passion and your reason for being here on Earth. I felt like I was a good salesman. I felt like I could have been great. I never could put the real time into it because I was always doing Tripp Talk. I never could stop doing Tripp Talk. That was another part of the reason that goes into, like, why would you quit? Well, this is the only thing this is what I love, and so I need to put my all into it. But I mean, yeah, I felt like I could have been great at car. I feel like I could be great at anything, but it's not about the money. It's not about having a glamour and glitz or whatever the case may be. It's truly about living out your purpose. So, it's really no complicated reason on why I felt like I could leave that industry. It's just time. And another thing that's important, an important point that I want you to get here is that you gotta listen to yourself. You can't listen to what others say around you, because what others say around you is not necessarily your truth. We're all here alone. We're all living in this alone. I mean, it's people around you, but your life is in your mind. It's a movie in your mind. And so here's the thing. You can't listen to what other people say, because when they say something, they're saying it from their perspective, and they're saying it from their upbringing, and they're saying it from their experiences. And so it don't necessarily relate to you when something comes out of someone else's mouth. And so you can't listen to what other people say. You got to listen to what yourself is saying to you, because what you are saying to yourself, if you can never take the time to listen to yourself, and this is how you listen to yourself, because I want to explain it for people out there. This is how you listen to yourself. You listen to yourself by putting your phone up, by turning the TV off, by turning off the game, by turning off everything, maybe even the lights, and then just sitting there in silence and listening to yourself. Those thoughts that come up, that intuition that comes up into your body when you're listening to yourself, that's God. That's God, and God is you. God is in all of us. And so here's the thing. You got to listen to yourself. When you get a feeling, you can't go against it, or that's going to create turmoil within yourself. Believe it or not, that's going to create turmoil within yourself. If you get a feeling and you know it's God talking to you, and He's saying it's time to do this certain thing, and you don't do it, that's going to create turmoil within yourself, and that's only going to spill over to your spouse and to your child and everything else like that. So you got to listen to yourself. You got to take the leaps of faith when you feel that you need to do it. And you just can't look back. And that's all this decision really was about. It was about, it's time. I got that gut feeling like it's time. And that's just what it was. It's just time, and that's it. And that's okay. So now, this is a quick side note. If Biden's watching, I actually really quit my job because I was afraid of getting COVID, and that's true because I was a car salesman, because I was out there shaking people's hands and doing all this and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I really quit my job because I was scared of getting COVID. Now, another question that has to be answered is what am I going to do next? Where am I going to go from here? And the answer simply is Tripp Talk. Tripp Talk is the way to go. So definitely go and subscribe to my channel, watch all my videos, like them and comment on them and all that type of stuff. But here's the thing. The monetary value is not guaranteed, meaning I'm not guaranteed to make what I was making in the car business. I'm definitely making money, but I'm not guaranteed to make what I was making. And here's the thing, that's okay. That's where the faith portion comes in. That's why I hope this video just screams faith to everybody. This is where the faith portion comes in. The monetary value is not guaranteed, but I've been pondering on this for a while. I didn't just wake up this morning and was mad at a certain situation. I was like, oh, I'm going to quit. You never want to do that. I was pondering on this for a while, searching for my purpose, and I've been pondering on this for a while, and today was the day. And so I can't look back. And so this is where the faith portion comes in. Do you not, you can say, we always say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But this is all things. I feel like I can do this. I can really do this because Christ is the one strengthening me, and he's the ultimate provider. He is the source. And so if I tap into him, he definitely will add everything else onto me, just like the scripture says. And so that's where my point of view is coming from. Hey, if I fall on my face, I fall on my face. I don't care. And here's the thing. As long as you're doing it for the right reasons, you can live with yourself. I mean, you can literally live with yourself. If I fall on my face, I've got life insurance. It's okay. If it has to come to that, it's okay. And I'm okay with that because this is what I believe in and this is my purpose. And so that's it. It's really nothing. It's nothing bad that went on down at work or anything like that. Everything is okay. Shout out to everybody that I've worked for and everything like that. But now is the time to really chase my passion, chase my dream, and get it in just like that. Now, if anybody's wondering, how can you support us? Of course, you can just watch our videos. Again, like them, dislike them, comment on them, whatever you want to do. But also subscribe and invite friends to subscribe. Also, we obviously sell shirts. And then also Tripp Talk is going to be now offering its services out to the public. Before I just did all the video editing, all the vlogging and everything by myself, but now I'm going to actually offer those services out to the public, and it's going to be affordable. I'm here to help college students or high school students get to college. I'm here to help college students get to the league or the NBA or the NFL, whatever the case may be. I'm here to help people out. So I'm not here to rip your head off for a highlight tape. I can make a highlight tape in a half a day or less. And so I'm gonna be fair with it. I'm gonna bust through it simply because I love to do it. I really love to do this. So it's not all about the money. Of course, I gotta pay bills, but again, this is my passion. So this is what I do, and this is what we're gonna do. So again, how can you support me? Again, just watch all my videos, interact with them, check out my merch. Also, I'm going to be uploading videos to Patreon. I'm going to be giving exclusive content and stuff like that. I'm going to be going live whenever I go live on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. Make sure you buy a badge. That way you can support me and stuff like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Now, let me also do this because I said I would do this, and I'm definitely going to keep this word. Let me also recommend some books that you can read that can just really help your life out. It's not books that you got to read that's going to make you quit, but it's really just going to help you find yourself within your life. And these are some of the books that I read that helped me kind of come to the decision that I came to today. Now, my decision was an objective decision. I wasn't like biased in any way. This was the pondering part. I was pondering on it because I didn't want to make sure I was biased on making a certain decision. So now one book that I want to recommend is The 4 Agreements. That book is a really great book. That book will help you out tremendously. That book is all about being impeccable with your word, meaning watching what you say, because your words are very, very powerful. So yes, speak things into existence, but no, never be negative. Never speak negative things out your mouth, because that stuff will come into existence if you're not careful. So be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personal. Always do your best. Break old agreements and make sure you live in this heaven on earth, meaning heaven is in your mind. Heaven and hell is in your mind. So make sure you're choosing to live in heaven while you're on earth. So definitely read that book, The 4 Agreements. You can also read Think and Grow Rich. You can also read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. These are really great books, but you got to read them. And I remember, what's that guy's name? I remember watching Ty Lopez back in the day. He used to always say, read books, read books. His whole Facebook and Instagram campaign was on reading books, and he's making money off of telling people to read books. But I'm like, I used to think back then, like, what is reading a book going to do for me? But the answers are in the books. People from long, long ago, or whatever the case may be, everybody, when you have a question, there's a book written on it, and people put this stuff in book because they know that most people will not read it. So that means most people won't achieve it. So this is only for, I guess, the higher level of people. So they put it in books. So you got to read these books. Go back and read these books. Let me see. By Robert Kiyosaki. You can also watch a lot of videos by Robert Kiyosaki here on YouTube. I'm actually going to add a card up there for you guys so that you can watch some of his videos. There's a lot of stuff that you can read, but also do this. Also try to seek out a mentor if you don't have a mentor right now. You need a mentor, especially if you're my age group. If you're 25 or below or a little bit higher, you need a mentor. Here's why. We always seem to think that there's, all this stuff that's going on around us is new. And yes, it is relatively new, but there is nothing new under the sun. The concept is always the same. So what we're going through, there's somebody that's already been through it before. Trust me. There's somebody that's been through it before. So if you tap into that source, if you tap into a mentor, you'll be light years ahead of your age group. For real, you will be light years ahead of your age group. And so if you really want to get better, tap into a mentor. Don't tap into your friends, because how can you learn something from somebody that's going through the same life you're going at the same particular time? None of y'all have been in the future yet. So none of y'all really know what's going on. Y'all just both experiencing life together. But if you have a mentor, you have somebody that's been there before, somebody that can help you out, and somebody that can help you get to where you're trying to get to. I mean, I tap into my mentors before I even tap into any of my friends. I mean, and it's okay. I love my friends for what I love my friends for, but you can't use your friends necessarily for advice, because how can they give you real life changing advice? Y'all both living the same life. I mean, relatively. So get you a mentor. Get you a mentor. Get you a mentor. Now, as I close, here's one thing that I want to say. The future is very bright for everyone. And here's the thing. My business is going to be based off of the internet. I'm here to say that this is where the world is going. I want to be the first to say that we're here. I mean, I'm not the first to say that we're here in the internet age. In the information age, I actually got that portion from Robert Kiyosaki, but we're definitely here. This is where the life is. This is where the opportunity is, and most people have to adjust and continue to get better and continue to evolve if they want to continue to live the lifestyle that they're living. So I'm letting you know firsthand that this is the way to go, especially for me, not just for the monetary value, but for the purpose of it. But it's just kind of cool to see that my purpose is, I mean, this age that we're living in is perfect for my purpose. I mean, we're in the internet age, and this is what I do. And so I'm very comfortable in my decision. And so when you look at my story, I think you'll kind of get where I'm coming from. And hopefully, like I said, I'm not encouraging anybody else to quit their job. You really got to ponder on it. You really have to make sure this is what you want to do. But when you do figure out that this is what you want to do, you darn sure better do it, or else you're going to be at turmoil with yourself for as long as you not listening to that voice in yourself. So understand this, that I've been doing this for a long time. I've been building Tripp Talk for 6 or 7 years now, since my junior year in college. So this is not something that I just popped up with. This is not something that I'm just coming out of my mind and doing. And so you guys are welcome to comment on this video. I welcome so many of your comments. Definitely leave all of your honest opinions. Leave it all. Leave everything that you possibly can leave. Leave your advice. Leave your thoughts. Leave whatever you can leave in the comment section. Definitely leave it. If you have some negative words, even leave that, because that's really just going to speak about you. That's not really going to speak about me. I mean, your words don't affect me. I'm living in my mind, so it's okay. It's okay. I want those people to know that it's okay. If you're negative, that means you have something negative going on within yourself, and you have to figure out a way to fight that. You got to find a way to look that in the mirror and let that out, or else you're going to be just negative all your life, and that's not the way to live. And so I welcome everything. I welcome all your comments, and if you like this video, definitely like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. I don't care. And just definitely stay tuned and be on the lookout for what's coming. Like I said, this this is just a leap of faith, and we'll see how it goes from here. I'm actually putting some of my content to use. I'm actually going to watch a lot of my content to keep me going. So we're all in this together. Stay tuned. Yeah, let's just keep it going, man. I'm Isaiah Tripp. This is Tripp Talk, and I thank you guys for watching. Until next time.